Hola controles, bienvenidos a su podcast El After. El de hoy tenemos un invitado muy especial, Michael, Psygathering. How are you, my friend?
I'm all good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, very, very happy.
Welcome in Belgium.
Thank you very much. I have really enjoyed these days in Belgium. Thank you so much for the hospitality.
Pleasure.
And well, here basically is to people know your story, where you're from, how you started into music, what was your first approach. I really want to have like a full understanding of your career and experiences so you can share to the audience.
Of course. So I think I was like 16 years old. No, at like 14 years old, I was already going to like trance techno parties. A long time ago, here was on boats in weird places everywhere. But then I found trance music, and then I found Goa trance, so the Psy trance from now. And then in 2002, I started mixing at home. And in 2003, I started the first gig on also my first event that I organized somewhere in the fields nearby our home village of Contacto, where I grew up. It was in a barn. It was like for 50 or 80 people. We made the decorations ourselves, and it went down for like 14, 16 hours or something.
Wow, a very nice party like for your first start. And what like how do you manage like to go directly to make a party?
Well, it used to call back to basics, the events. So we wanted to go back to the roots, to have more like cheap parties, but just a lot of fun. Cheap drinks, cheap parties and everything. And of course, it grew I think in 2005, I already started to use bigger locations with acts like, I think it was Ananda Sheikh and Ghataka and stuff like that. They already invited, and like 2006 was with Astral Projection and stuff like that. And then it grew.
Oh, pretty big.
Yeah.
And so when exactly was like the born and raise of Psygathering?
I think in 2017 we changed the name from Back to Base to Psygathering, but
oh wow.
Yeah, but it was, I'm already doing it a long time. And I chose to change the name to make it a little bit more, I can say a little bit more marketing wise, because back to basics, it doesn't mean anything. So I chose for Psygathering.
Oh, wow.
Because actually I have some events in the Icon. I used to do 3 rooms. So one room with Goa trance, one room with dark and high tech, and one room with the main room with progressive and full on. So the Psygathering, all the different kind of psychedelic trance musics together.
No, it's all good, great. No, let's go a little bit back. I thought that Psygathering had like more years since you started making parties. Okay, you were in back to basics. So and around 2005, 2007, you already start like to book international artists.
Yes.
And how was the experience of the first events? Any experiences that you want to share at the beginning? How was everything?
Well, when you're 20 years old, everything is different. Everything is new. Everything is, everybody goes crazy. The DJs like Ghataka and stuff, they're also 20, 21 years old. We were all kids. We were doing crazy stuff, like partying from 10 o'clock in the evening till 1 o'clock in the noon the next day in like a really nice venue in that time. And experiences, you have to do it. If you have the chance to do it, you have to do it. Organize events and always make a good event. Don't make event to scam people or anything. You have to do it correctly, also with the artists and everybody, that you're always welcome back, and also the artists are happy that they can come and play here and they trust you also. So when you do an event, do it correctly. Don't start messing around. That's a very important part in my eyes. And we had a lot of fun, of course, in that time. Now we're 20 years further, so we think more different about it. It's still a party, of course. It's not that, for me, it's a passion. I don't do it as my fixed job. I have a different job. So I do it for the passion, for the music.
Yeah, totally. And you have a lot of experience, and I think that the reason you have been in the scene for too many years is because you were always very professional, very guided to the audience, to give a very good experience also with the artists and everything. Like always common. We were talking about pain in time and everything. I think also
it's a lot of it's a lot of stress, and eventually, if you do it for the money, forget it. Forget it for psytrance events. Forget it. It's really The pain is to see the good thing is to see the people dance and enjoy the party. To see the artists play, have some good music, some beers, wine, some fun.
Yeah, totally. So when you started, it started back to basics. So it was good because you have the go and everything. Then you moved to the full on because it was when it was starting and everything was very big.
2003 was the full on, like Vibe Tribe, Bizarre Contact, Kataka Sesto Centro, this kind of stuff. And then the Shake. So the Utopia Records, Israel stuff. And then, of course, you had in Europe, you had already Mad Max and XSI and GMS and etc. etc. So, yeah, I had to always choose like what is interesting. I always chose the artist because I like the music. I'm not going to book an artist because it takes people. If you don't like the music, then why should I book it?
Yeah, totally. Because you started this because you love the music, the scene and everything. It makes sense totally. So okay, you started like making parties. I imagine it was bigger and bigger and bigger because I imagine you were the only producer on that moment that makes parties.
No, there were some other ones also, but almost all of them are gone. They stopped, and because Psytrance is not so popular in Belgium already a long time. Like in 2008, 2006, it was quite popular, and it went really down. And so a lot of producers, I don't know, or they got too old, or they thought they could make money. I don't know. They just stopped with it, and I just kept going. I had maybe 1 or 2 years I didn't do a lot of parties, no parties. But yeah, that was because I was a little bit burned out. And believe me, you can get it. Because you do all the work and everything, and then if some things go, like you lose a lot of money, then it's like, fuck, I do all the effort and work, why am I doing this? So that was 2009, 2010. I think 2010 and 2011 I still did the stage on Tomorrowland, but I didn't organize any events on my own here in Belgium.
Yeah, as you said, some events are difficult, like to manage, and I just say in the beginning, it's always about the money. And okay, you were still back to basics, and so when exactly do you start with having the stage in the Tomorrowland party?
2007.
2007. Wow.
Yeah. So they were. I think it was the third year they were doing a party, that they're doing the festival, and I just emailed to Tomorrowland, that time IDNT Belgium, and I asked them like, "Are you interested to have a Psytrance stage?" And they say, "Yes, we know you. We know which kind of parties you do." So that one started in 2007. I got my first stage. It was on the beach. It doesn't exist anymore, the beach there. And from there on, it went on.
Yeah, and
Mosquito.
yes, rare to see one in Belgium.
It's crazy. They're still here, and it's winter.
Yeah, it's odd. Yeah, so I think it's very well at that moment in 2007. Tomorrowland is not what it's in 2025. It was,
Of course, no.
Yeah,
It was growing.
Yeah, totally.
I think Tomorrowland really became famous in 2012, something like that. It really started to kick off when they were building really like the crazy start of the crazy stages, the main stage. And from there on, it grew really fast until it's now, until what it is now. So yeah.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, I saw the first pictures, and yeah, it looked like a regular festival.
Yeah.
And then I think they put a lot into the deco, into the experience, and
this is the experience, especially with Tomorrowland. You have an experience there. It's not just going to a festival; it's an entire experience.
And for you, always because you started when the full on was very popular, and then on the 2010, 2011, when Tomorrowland went pretty famous, is when all the EDM came through, and the different branches like the dubstep and the trap and everything. But you still made, well, you have a little pause in 2010, 2011, but you already have the Tomorrowland. How do you manage at that time, like because also the festival was growing, so you need to grow with the festival. And what challenges do you have at that moment, growing with the festival and growing your stage?
I don't think it's a challenge in my eyes. I mean, you have to make a good lineup, a lineup that has a little bit progressive, a little full on, maybe a little bit stronger style, like maybe Nano or like Mad Max or stuff like that. So you have to make a balance. A lot of artists stopped or just didn't make any more new music. So yeah, I'm sorry, you cannot work with that. So yeah, you follow of course the Psytrance scene, I mean, I think Brazil is now also really good with their artists, like Lazy and Vegas. They're getting really high end in the world. And of course, you have everywhere good artists, but you have to search, you have to think how to make a balanced lineup and that everybody's happy. Because some artists, I don't want to play that hour. I said, that's the best time that you play. They're starting now to understand that I really do it to make a good lineup, a good story in the entire lineup. And for the artists, they're always good artists, even if they're already playing 20, 30 years. There's still a lot of good of them. So.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So it's not a, how you say it, a challenge. It's not a challenge for me. I know the scene already so long. I know all the artists quite well, and still looking for new talents in Europe itself. But because everybody's making techno and house music and melodical techno, so a lot of people don't take the effort to make psytrance anymore. That's a pity, actually.
Yeah, because we were talking about the psytrance is a very niche music, and I love the psytrance itself since back in the old days. But if you want to go mainstream and you want to have the big numbers, also if you do it for a living, you need to try something different.
Then you have to do techno parties and house parties. I mean, again, this is for passion. I like to do it. I like to see, again, like tomorrow parties. I like to see the people dance and have fun and talk with the artists and enjoy it. For the money, no, it's not a good business here.
Yeah, totally. But not all artists are fully just making music. They have like side jobs or everything, unless you are like very, very, very big.
Like Neelix, Vegas, Finivici, Blastoise, they're doing it full job, of course.
Yeah, but if you're not at that level, and I have met almost all of those guys, and I'm very happy that they have a lot of success. But besides that, it's very complex.
It is very complex. I mean, it's also, they have to work with agencies and then all the promoters, and it's also heavy. I mean, they fly every weekend 4 or 5 times to there and there and there. I mean, it's heavy, I think, though, that work to do it. So yeah, some other people, they just would say they have a normal job and then they have the DJing for fun and the producing. I think if you want to really have your job for it, then you have to work really hard also, because those guys, they work really hard. They're always traveling, always making music, always this kind of stuff. So. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, totally. And you start making parties back in the old days, and now you work with Tomorrowland, and you also have worked with a lot of organizers. Are there any difference or key difference that you see on the organization from Tomorrowland versus the regular?
Like my organization, you know.
Well, you're very professional with the Psygathering, but you have worked with others. But like any key difference that you see, that how they manage things, that because they have been growing and growing and growing?
It changed a lot. Now they're extremely well organized and professional. I mean, everything they have, the full hotels for the artists, they have a lot of shuttles, they have everything. The artist village for the artists, everything is really, really, really good arranged. Fixed. So that's, and with other, I think there are a lot of other festivals took over the way of working like Tomorrowland does. So that everything is perfect planned with everything, the shuttles, the backstages, the hospitality riders, technical riders, everything is always fixed. You have to give it also 3 months before the event, because they have, I don't know, I forgot, like 650 DJs in 2-3 days, even more. So it's a lot, and 90% flies in from outside of Belgium. So yeah, it's all the time the traffic with airplanes and hotels and everything. That's a crazy organization. And the other ones, again, I think they're taking over the way how they work. So to do the riders, I mean, 10 years ago, nobody cares about rider, hospitality rider. I mean, let's say 15 years ago, and now, yeah, they ask you hospitality rider, so they can fix everything for you. If you come there, the stage manager has everything ready for you. When you play, they bring the drinks to your stage and everything. Like all the big festivals are doing now. I never saw, let me think. No, all the big festivals are not like that. They're really doing it really correct for hospitality for the artists. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the main reason that they grew. But they really like what that we were saying. It's like the Disneyland for adults.
Yeah, it's a Disneyland. But that's for the people itself. I mean, they have a really good production for the people. Everything is arranged. There's no dirt. Everything is nicely. You have good restaurants, perfect toilets, so everything clean. It's also very nice. The good toilets there for the people, for the festival people.
Yeah, I think that they try to like figure it out in all aspects.
Yeah,
to the audience, and also the DJs have a great time. Also, massive logistics and massive things, because you need to, like, I imagine all your stage, you provide like all the logistics, all the flag, all the management contacts, all the riders, everything, all the stage managers and the manager and the manager and the booking.
Yeah, it's it and that. For everything, they have all the times people driving around with drinks to the backstage and stuff like that. It's you have to see it. I will show you. I guess not.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no. I imagine this. It's everything is massive and everything's working so good. And well, now Tomorrowland is growing a lot. They started in France, in Brazil, maybe
France.
Well, the one that is on the summer, then the winter starts.
The winter. Yeah,
The winter.
I forgot about this. Oh, yeah, it's true. They have the winter one.
Yeah.
They used to do USA, and they started in Brazil in 15 and 16. I was there also. Now it's Brazil do more of their things, and now they're going to Thailand also. And they have the core stage that goes around the world also. So you had it in Mexico also, in Tulum.
Yeah.
You had it in Sydney also, and so it goes also around the world.
Yeah, because it's a massive deco and you need to reuse it because it's very expensive to create it.
It is. So yeah, now some stages, they're not anymore on Tomorrowland Belgium, so they're now in Brazil. So they keep them there so they don't have to ship them all the time, because it's a huge logistic, of course. You have to put everything in boats and ship it over. Something happens there, they have no stages anymore.
Yeah, it's very complex logistics. And since Tomorrowland has been growing, how do you manage now to, because you're working in Tomorrowland since a long time ago, but you still have your promoter. How do you manage time?
What do you mean? For my own events? Or?
Yeah, your Psygathering events plus Tomorrowland.
I mean, it's quite natural for me. It's easy. You have this event, you have that event, so you just, you already, the event for in April, already have the lineup, and it's in a venue that I use a lot of times, almost every time. It's easy, if you book the hotels, you have your drivers, you have the drinks for the artists, and it's ready. And ticket sale, marketing, you have people doing the social media, because I'm really bad in that. So yeah, you have a small crew, let's say like that. Also for decorators, I search new decorators sometimes, and then it's like breathing, actually, to be honest. And for Tomorrowland, I do the bookings, I make the lineup, we discuss the prices, and yeah, after 17 years, it's on Tomorrowland, 17 years, 19 years, and doing events since 2003. At the end, it started really, you know what you have to do. If you take a totally new venue where you have to do the production and everything inside, so empty venue that you have to put the sound system and everything, then also I have the people doing the sound. So we do the meetings and say, okay, that time, that there, and fixed. It is, for me, it's actually, it is quite natural to do it. I don't really like challenges anymore. Challenges are the social media and to create there a good thing. And the challenge is, the biggest challenge now for Psytrance is to get the young techno people to start going to Psytrance parties, because they go to techno parties, but a lot of music they hear there is actually Psytrance. So there are big artists, techno artists are playing Psytrance, and they don't tell it Psytrance. They say it's Psy techno, but it's like Avalon, Electric Universe, Mad Max, this kind of tracks. That is a challenge, to get new people, or else the style will die. I never will die, but it's about time we get it back a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I would love to go back at the hype that it had. But also I'm happy that now you see artists like Blastoise, Vinivici, like in big festivals. So they bring the Psytrance to the mainstream.
Yeah.
It's just like to keep like getting more artists and more artists.
Yeah, for sure. That's important. The music gets out. So Vini Vici and Blasters are good for that because they're powerful, but the amazing people like it. I think it's not soft psytrance for me. Sometimes it can get really hard and nice. I love it. So it's a good thing that people finally starting to understand that psytrance is also one of the best productions of music in the world, in my thought, electronic music. So yeah, it's more complex than a lot of different music styles.
Yeah, because it has a lot of channels, a lot of melodies, paths, subs.
A lot.
Yeah. Because if you see a session of Vini Vici or Blastoise, they're going to be amazing. Not to the marry any genre, but it's very complex to the psytrance.
Yeah.
People ask for a lot of melodies, a lot of...
it's a lot of layers.
Yes.
A lot of layers. I mean, it's trance music, but complex trance music. It's hard music for soft people. That's what psytrance is for me.
Oh yeah, totally. Let's talk about your career, about DJ. When you have been logging the scene, but in during all the timeline when you started playing.
In 2003, 2002, I started playing, and then I played much more on other parties. There were much more other parties also, and let's say I love DJing, but sometimes I don't have really enough time to really search for. But now I'm doing my own stuff also with remixes and stuff like that I made from trance music, all trance music, Euro trance. It gives me more, how do you say, more pleasure to go and play then, because it's my own stuff that I did it like I wanted to have it. Of course, there are a lot of good other tracks, but I want to do my own thing.
Oh, yeah, totally. And talk about your project. What's the name? How you started?
It's DJ Firaga. So Firaga is actually the story is not important. Well, the first party I organized asked me, "So Michael, what is your DJ name?" And I was playing Final Fantasy. I don't know if you know that game.
Yeah. The 7, 8, 9, depending.
Yeah, that's all of them. So you have one spell, it's called Firaga.
Okay.
And that's Firaga. Okay. So I was pressing the button to do the spell, Firaga, and then...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Firaga, okay.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So it wasn't a really interesting story for my DJ name.
Well, it lasted a lot of years, man.
It's still actually lasting.
Yeah.
I never changed the name because then I have to change the name. And who's gonna know who I am then?
Yeah. Once you have it and you have been keeping for a long time, it's very difficult to change it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's amazing story. You're a Final Fantasy fan.
Yeah, in that time, yes, but I didn't play it in 20 years, I think.
Yeah, now it's more complex to sit, and they're long games. And
Yeah. Oh, that's not a problem, but I just don't have the effort more to do it. I still have a PlayStation, though.
It's nice. It's amazing sometimes just to chill. Okay, so you started since 2002, 2003. So you have like plenty of your career still were into back-end basics. And you like keep playing. And when you started the production?
2 years ago, I think. 2, 3 years. Yeah. 3 years, something. Not so long. But, of course, I was a very long time busy with music, so... Yeah, it's more easy after so many years to start doing that than starting totally from nothing. So I know a lot of people and they show me stuff, so yeah. There's a lot of producers and you learn a lot of them.
Oh, I think you know all the people, you know all the producers.
Quite a lot, yeah. Quite a lot of them.
I have been working with all of them, in different stages, in different parts of your life.
Even with artists that don't play anymore. And Goa trance artists and dark psy artists and this kind of stuff, so... But a lot of artists stopped, huh? I mean, I don't hear of some DJs, I don't hear anything about them anymore. So I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, they just did it for a hobby, for balagan, to have fun when they're 20, 25 years old. I mean, it's fun if you're 20, 25 years old or 30 years old and you can travel around the world, have some parties here and there, and get paid for it or something, it's a great life. But, I mean, we're not 25 anymore. All the producers are end of the 30s or in the 40s. In the 50s even, so yeah, it's not anymore like going drinking bottles of wine, I don't know. It's not anymore like that. We're more professional, no, we've got more mature, that's the difference. So yeah, with my DJ stuff also got more mature, and I changed it a little bit. I'm searching for another kind of sound, a psytrance sound, but yeah, a little bit more like the old full-on style, but with the new psytrance bass, with better production. I mean, more cleaner production. Let's say cleaner. Sorry.
No problem. Yeah, you have been modernized, and yes, since you are in the scene, in the mainstream, in your events, so you already know what is working, what is not working, what is trendy at this moment.
For sure.
Yeah, so it's amazing. And if you have some doubt for production, you can call who.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Or like, hey, how do you make this kick? How do you make this bass? How do you make this? That's amazing.
Indeed.
No, and yesterday you were showing me some tracks, and they're very, very amazing. I really like them.
Thank you.
There was one that I remember, like I told you, like you need to send me this track. It was amazing.
Yeah, the last one.
Yeah, amazing one.
This is a remix of Rank 1 Airwave. And that's, I always end my set with that track because it's a bomb. And then you can hear the entire track, and it's trancey, but it's heavy. I love it. And other ones are just getting also better and better.
No, it sounds amazing, and I really like that track. I don't know if it's already out, but if not, as soon as you have it,
there's nothing. I released nothing. I keep it all.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't release anything.
Wow.
So it's my private stash.
So people, they want to hear it, they need to see you live.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If they want to hear it, of course.
Yeah, but no, for sure. No, that track is amazing. I will be more than happy to put some guitar or something.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. Yeah,
at least a little reel so people can listen, because it's very, very nice.
But I have a set that I recorded on Tomorrowland. Maybe I will send you the link. You can do whatever you want with that.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
I appreciate it. We have been talking about all the evolution and everything. Can you share like some experience, that not good experience that happened during organizing events?
Getting cancelled by the mayor of Leuven. This kind of stuff. Production people ruining stuff, breaking stuff, stealing stuff. I think, this kind of things. That some fees that go up immediately with other stuff, like that they come with invoices that are not correct. Like, guys, are you trying to rip me off or something? With artists, not really. Only funny things. Like one act, there were 3 or 4 guys. One of them was in the asylum, the crazy asylum, but he got out for coming to play in Belgium. And they liked a little bit too much drugs. So eventually, their fee, they spend it all on drugs here on the parties, and they're totally crazy. They were standing on the stage like... And another one was too drunk. He couldn't play anymore. But the Scandinavian people, so I say, here's a bottle of vodka, have fun, enjoy. In 1 hour, the bottle was finished. This guy was lying behind the stage. This kind of thing. So it's a funny thing. It's bad, but it's funny. It's like, okay, it's a party, but you cannot come anymore. It's finished. And for this, no. Yes, like I say, stealing, people that steal stuff. Some problems sometimes in the past with police, but that was not a problem anymore when I got in contact with them, and this kind of things. I think it's the same everywhere, in every event. You had any crazy stuff with events that you say, this is crazy? Do you have anything you saw in events?
No. I think it's normal, but it's normal for you because you're used to making events. You're having long time working on it. And people to listen to this podcast, maybe they are DJs, starting DJs, or they started performing, or organizers, promoters that want to make parties. So it's more to, again, if I go today to the Psygathering, stage, Tomorrowland, amazing artists, amazing everything, because you have been working so hard for it. But it's also like to show the people that not everything is always
it's not always... No, it's not always like you think it is. No, it is. What happens in the backstage and everything, it's all hard work. You're all the time busy. You work 20 hours in a day. When you have the day of the event itself, you're 20 hours working. You have to see that everything is going correctly. And of course, some stress, of course. Not anymore like in the past, but you always have stress that something can go wrong. There's always something can go wrong. And for somebody who wants to start just making events, first create a name, do everything correct for everybody, and then you can start building up with bigger artists and bigger venues and stuff like that. And if there is a market for it, of course, because I do a party with Vini Vici and stuff like that, I get 1,000 people. That is, in another country, it would be 5,000 with Vini Vici. I mean, he plays on main stages everywhere in the world, so yeah. Then for DJing, you have now two kind of DJs, the Instagram DJs, so they just get a lot of likes and stuff like that, to hype it up. Or if you have the DJs that really build up the career and really are there for a long time and doing it with a lot of passion. Because now I know a lot of DJs that just start because they can think they can be famous, or I don't know, or like, I don't know, they just want attention. And then this Instagram and TikTok that builds up some DJs that are really not worth it, to be honest. But okay, I don't book this kind of DJs because it's mostly also techno scene or house scene or so. In the psytrance, you don't have this kind of stuff really, in my mind.
No, because it's not a popular genre.
It is. That's the good thing about it and the bad thing. So you have bad and good thing. So yeah.
It's funny that you say that, like Instagram DJs.
Yeah, it's a lot of them. I mean, and they show me, look, I have so many likes. I say, yeah. So you cannot play. You're taking other people's music and this kind of stuff. Like, why? And they're like, oh, yeah, but look, I have likes. Yeah, okay, whatever. But again, that's not Psytrance DJs. That's something else.
I think it's really good that you say that, because now in 2025, almost 2026, social media have played a big part of the scene.
Yeah.
And getting how to make the music is very complex. Like, you know how to get it, that you mix, you master it, you put the hard work on that. Mm-hmm. And then you're looking for a label, and then you release it. But people, not you, but many promoters go inside and see, okay, who is this guy? And they don't see like any following and everything. They went down, even though the guy's really, really good doing his job. So
yeah, that's because the promoters, they cannot earn money with this. I mean, if you cannot get people to your party with this name, then yeah, then it's more difficult.
So how do you manage that balance between Instagram DJ plus a very good DJ? Also for new talents, right?
There is not a lot of new talents. Like we said, there's no new young people making psytrance now at the moment, so it's difficult to find new talent. And the balance is, on my events, is easy. Of course, you have the headliners and you have other nice artists. I mean, like, let's say I'm booking Alien again. He's from Portugal. I like his music. It's like nice, hard, full on.
We played his tracks yesterday.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you know what it is. It's really powerful dance music. And then I have Mechanica also. I mean, Alien doesn't know yet. I still need to ask him, so I will ask him soon if he wants to play next year. And Mechanica, yeah. I mean, Mechanica doesn't have so many likes, but his music is really, really good. I don't even know, maybe 50. I don't know how many likes, but and he's producing so long time already. That is because they don't have, or they don't want, or they don't have like social media managers. Because then you need that, and they need that, and this and this. It costs also a lot of money. So then you have to invest a lot of money for what? I mean, he's playing enough already around the world. Everybody knows him on parties. It's just for the, I don't know, I can't explain.
Yeah. Well, as you said, the names that you're saying besides Alien, everyone has very long time in the scene. Mm-hmm. Mechanica has been.
Alien also 20 years, I think.
Well, I since I don't know the guy, maybe that, but all the other guys that we're talking, I have that.
And Neelix also is playing then, so yeah. And then I take Belgium DJs. I mean, there are not much Belgium DJs actually, to be honest. There are maybe 8 or something. And you have more in Belgium. You have Suntrip Records. They do Goa Trance. They're really big. They have a lot of good artists, Goa Trance artists from Belgium also. That's a nice thing about that. The Goa Trance is still here also. But also those parties like 400 people.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
Not a lot, but it's 400 people that goes for the music.
Yeah, they're the most crazy dancers. You know how they are.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, because you can make. We were talking about mainstream music. Maybe okay, they fill arenas, but most of the people go for the hype or for the picture and everything. But you know, if you make a psytrance party for 1,000 persons, they love the music. They're going to kill the dance floor.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true. There's indeed another bigger difference. The people who come to the parties come for the music. They're not coming to make pictures indeed for like Instagram or anything. Look, I was on this party. Yeah, who cares? like me.
You don't like too much of social media.
I mean, it's a good medium, but I don't like to put pictures and stuff of myself on it. I'm more like to be more private with that kind of stuff. It's also dangerous, you know. You never know who's gonna say, "Oh, look at this! What this guy is doing." They don't need to know what I'm doing. So yeah.
Yeah, but well, I think it's part, but generations are changing. I've seen the millennials still post things. I saw like Gen X and Gen Z. They don't post anything.
No, it's getting down. Indeed, it's a new change. I mean, it's. There's no problem with it, but I just don't do it myself. The other people, of course, you want to share something, but there are some people that just do too much. You know, like every day 10 stories about nothing, like something like this. Like,
oh,
yours not about nothing. It was in Antwerp. It's beautiful. I mean, they're like really putting all kind of like I don't know, like the world is like this and like precious and this and blah blah, like this. Like, yeah, whatever. Come on, you have a nice picture of Antwerp. It's nice, and a waffle.
Yeah,
I get it.
And the Belgian fries.
Yeah, nice Belgian fries. The real fries, not French fries, but Belgian fries. And beers. And yesterday we had a little bit of wine tasting. So
yeah. I need to put my picture with you playing yesterday.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It was amazing playing. TJ said 2 past the morning.
Yeah, indeed, and just freestyling. We just do the track. We'll see what happens, you know. Yeah, and then we had a good sleep.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. We like revived very good moments playing like old tracks, like Ananda Shake, Try Vibe, Try tracks. They were very amazing. No, and I think what you're saying is very, very good. That like the difference between just being an Instagram DJ versus really know how to mix. Also, the players themselves are evolving a lot.
It's incredible. I mean, you don't have to do anything anymore. If you also a thing, I don't know how to use record box, so I just use USB sticks and I do the cue point and everything the moment itself, because I don't know how to work with the quantize. I don't know how to work with the master speed and stuff like that. I just do it normally old school wise with putting the tracks together.
Yeah, no, yeah, and you're very good because I saw how you like move all the pitch and everything. Yeah, I started also with the 200s, and what I did is like I had the track name and the BPM, and with that I can work.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but yesterday there was like I didn't know that track. It was a little more difficult. It was like what the fuck?
It's also not loading, so you cannot see the track or the BPM, so it's just pure on feeling.
Yes. Yeah, the moment at the beginning I had a very hard time, but then I was like, okay, let's make it work.
I'm also, you see, I still have the 100s there, the CDJs 100. So yeah, I started with those with the CDs, and then you cannot see anything. You just have to pitch and your jog wheel. Those were fun times.
Oh yeah, you're a DJ from a long time ago, and then that's very good because I've seen that now the 3000s they have like more stuff.
It's crazy, the 3000s. Always because I have the 2000, but when I start with 3000, I really have to see. I ask even the stage manager, the who makes the sounds, the sound manager there, to put everything off. So the speed has to be in +10. I don't want master control. I don't want the quantize. I don't want this. Not even the. Of course, not the, how you call it. I even don't know anymore how it's called.
I forgot. The sync?
Yeah,
the sync.
Because last time I did a set, I was in Brazil, and the quantize and sync was on, and I didn't see it for like 4 tracks. But it made quantize, I cannot get the good cue point because it always goes to that point. And then the other one to sync, and like I never use sync. Why should you use that? So it was a little bit difficult in the beginning. Okay, and then I saw it, put everything off. So yeah, but with the record box, I mean, for psytrance, you don't need to have loops and all this kind of stuff. If you're gonna make really big loops in some tracks, I think it's complicated. But like with house or techno, I think it's much more easy. I think I never used it, so yeah.
Yeah, when you analyze it, for example, if you're going to play like a track that you don't know very good, that is not what we used to do, because we typically play the tracks we love.
Yeah.
And we know exactly
Yeah.
how long beats and everything. But what I've seen, because I don't use it too much, but for example, I give the one track of mine to be played to a DJ, and he didn't know that track. He only heard it sometime. He told me, okay, let me play. I make the record box process. I download it from the record box. I put it in a USB. What I see is like marks, like all.
There you see all the points. Yeah.
So all the points, and help him like how to mix it. For that is good, and also for the loop. Maybe if you lose the cue, okay, you can make a loop again and automate it and everything. But I don't know. I think it's good to know how they work first.
Yeah, I need to learn the record book just to know it. Well, indeed, because when sometimes they give me a track, it's indeed in record box. So for me, if I would use it in a set and the track is in a record box, it changes everything. So it's a little bit complex. And also, it's funny because
Finish.
and also with the new mixers, they are incredible. I mean, the effects are really much better than the past. It's getting really nice, but eventually you're gonna have like this kind of computers you can eventually just use computers, you know. They are big computer crazy stuff.
Yeah, they have been able. I think they're good, but I honestly, yeah, because you said you don't like people that use like live mixes, like a pre-mix set. You like people like play.
Yeah, it's a different kind of way, because if you make a mistake, it's no problem. I mean, if it's not a ridiculous mistake, you don't want to make a mistake, but it's live. I mean, you get paid, in my eyes, to give a show. A live show, okay, it's a show with a pre-recorded mix, but I don't know, it just feels different. I don't really... yeah, I like that people mix also. Or you do a live set, even better. But not only a live set, but only a laptop. With hardware also. But of course, I didn't see much people doing pre-recorded sets. Maybe one or two. That was all.
Yeah, in the EDM it's like very common.
Yeah?
Yeah, but on the psytrance is more, unless you do something else than play. Maybe if you do live playing.
Yeah, like you with the guitar, then it's impossible to do it, of course.
Yeah. What I do is like I have like 2-3 tracks. Well, I really know the tracks, so if something happen, I just make like the in and out a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So that can give me moment, so I can go back and do a mix. But I already know it, the track. What I do is listen. Like I really like. I don't experiment too much.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
Just to be safe also.
Yeah, it had happened that sometimes the audience, they're not working with some kind of tracks. Maybe I put very Brazilian full on, and people like more progressive. Okay,
Yeah.
I change a little bit, but I have like mashups.
Yeah.
So I say, okay, let me change to these
Yeah.
mashups. So I have in a USB like a lot of pre-mashups to change it.
Yeah, but then you still mix from one mashup to another one, you know?
Yes, and it makes it
You
easier.
can change. If you do the pre-recorded set, you cannot change.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Yes, and I stopped doing that because it happened to me. Like you said, bad experiences that I start playing and people were not reacting that much because they want like more power, and I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, indeed. That's not easy.
Yeah, so I said, "No, I need to change."
Yeah.
So I started doing that, and it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I don't play in all the tracks because you also get bored of people. You need like to keep like epic moments.
Yeah.
on the track.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
That's
like
true.
to be all in front, like all the tracks. Like no.
No, of course not. You do it with the epic parts, of course. Yeah, or else, no. You have to be behind the decks and also doing the live.
Yeah.
Like Bliss also does. He does it also like that.
Yeah. I think this is the correct way.
Yeah.
If you sing only on some tracks, the
Yeah.
same as you play an instrument. Yeah, but also, I think I need to practice. I really enjoy like playing because I don't have like players in my house.
Yeah, you need it, of course, or else you can't really practice enough.
Yeah, I have a controller, but it's not the same.
No, totally different. In my eyes, it's indeed much more different.
Yeah, no. Yeah, but that's the reason I feel a little rusty at the beginning. Was like, okay, I need to practice but that's the good stuff because back in the old days, you saw like two DJs, maybe Mechanic and Striker. Hey, a versus.
Yeah.
And you are like, okay. And everyone bring their tracks to the table.
Yeah.
And it was good. That was the old scene. So yesterday I was like, oh, I remember like back in the old days, it's like your track versus your tracks. And I feel so ashamed that I didn't have my tracks because I leave all my USBs in Mexico. So I say, I'm not going to play.
Yeah, you never know. Always take music with you or on your laptop. It's always good to have music with you.
No, yeah, my laptop I have it, but I typically have like 2-3 USBs on my back ready. But for this trip, I say, I don't think I'm going to play.
You're going to meet all DJs. You're going to high profile. You're going to white noise. So yeah, always take it there with you. You never know what's happened. It's always somewhere in Balagan.
Oh yeah, no. I learned the lesson, and trust me, next year then coming back and going to bring my guitar. Going to bring.
Yeah, also cool. You can do something with that.
Yeah, so you're ready for that.
Yeah.
Well, man, it's been amazing. I don't know if you're something that you can share, like, to the audience, important points.
That's a good question. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the parties. People want to organize an event, do it good. If you want to become a DJ, also do it good. Think about it. You're not gonna get famous in 6 months. You're not gonna play perfect after 6 months. You have to learn how to work with the machinery. This kind of stuff. And for this, for the party people, just enjoy the parties like they're meant to be. And if you're in Belgium and have an event, come visit me.
You will have a great time.
Let's see. Next year again, and then I have 2 other parties, and then Tomorrowland. And I hope in December next year I can do something else. I'm not going to say it now because it's not sure. Let's see what the future brings. I have no idea if it gets popular again or not. I'm still going to keep on doing it. Getting 41 this year, so it's starting to be a little bit heavy, but okay, I can still manage.
No, these are very nice. And okay, I know that you don't like so much, but what are your social media? Where can people follow you?
So Psygathering official. People, of course, doing the social media. Tomorrow I'm gonna drop a new after movie from the last event with Vinny Vici. So for the Psygathering is Psygathering_official. And for my private DJ Viraga, it's DJ_Viraga. There you can see some old movies and old pictures. But not a lot actually. I started that in 2017. I started the Viraga Instagram, so it's not long enough, Normally started back before that. Yeah. So I'm working a little bit on it, putting some movies on it and stuff like that. I still need to put some movies from Brazil on it. And on the Psygathering, you can see all movies from events and Tomorrowland stages. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to put it right here so people can go and follow you. So
Thank you.
They will look like amazing.
I will send you the sets, my last set in Tomorrowland. I think I need to make a SoundCloud or something to put the tracks on it.
Yeah, maybe you can launch it in any label you want.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have Psygathering has a label. We already released some tracks, but I'm doing this almost alone. So I got some good artists that want to give me tracks that I can release, but I just don't have the time to do everything. That's a pity, because big artists offered me tracks. So I have to make work of it though, because I released some tracks, but not enough. Like 3 or 4 I released yet. So the label we have, and to be honest, you don't need to be with a big label anymore nowadays because everybody's releasing their own music. Now with Beatport and everything, you can release whatever you want. if you just take the time to promote it and market it well. Yeah. So.
Yeah, now you have more control because they have.
That's true. You have more control now. You can see exactly what it's selling and what is yours, and that's true. That's true.
Yeah, they also, as I'm doing this podcast live, I ask a lot of DJs and they tell me stories about that they have problems with some labels and people not getting the money and everything. So
I believe it, but now automatically you get the royalties as an artist with all the platforms. How do you call it again? Well, with the platforms, they can immediately give the money to the royalties to the person who makes the track. So that's good. It's much better now. And also you can release whatever you want if you want. You just put it on the platforms and it gets released. So yeah.
Yeah, get your own promotion look for your.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I'm looking forward to see your music online soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something with it. Maybe next year if I have enough to put on.
Yeah, no, you have a lot in your plate. Well, Michael, thank you so much for.
Thank you very much for coming also, and I would say have fun, enjoy the podcast he makes. He's the only one who's doing Psytrance podcast. Don't forget that. Give him a like. All right, man. Thank you.
No, thank you so much. Let me close the episode in Spanish. A todos los que vieron o escucharon este podcast, sigan a Psygathering, al buen Mike en todas sus redes sociales. Aquí se las dejo. Denle like y compartan para que eso siga creciendo. Nos vemos en el próximo capítulo. Hasta luego.
Chao.